Hello there. Welcome back to Labor Relations at 5. This video, we want to look at question 2 on the question paper of June 2024. And this is the true or false section that we want to look at. The question reads, indicate whether the following statements are true or false by writing only true or false next to the question number, that is 2.1, 2.1.2. So the first question that we have is 2.1, and it reads, employees and employers have the same objectives. So obviously, the response that we have there is false. So remember, employees are the owners of the business. So usually, the ideologies obviously they are going to be different from the employees. What they want to achieve is actually different as they are operating from different ends. So this one, 2.1, we have got false. And then 2.2, during an economic recession, organizations will increase employment. So let's start by understanding what exactly do we mean by economic recession. So whenever there's an economic recession, we say there is a business cycle contraction. A business cycle contraction describes economic recession, and it occurs when there is a period of broad decline in economic activity. So economic activity, we are saying when there's a decline of economic activity, we are saying this is a reduction in the total monetary value of goods and services that are being produced in the country. So if they go down, we say there's economic recession. In other words, we are saying the GDP from year to year is declining. So in that sense, we are having uh, uh, companies or businesses laying out their workers due to maybe a high cost of production and keep people getting employed. So obviously the business also they employ less people. So we are not going to have an increase in employment. So this one again, 2.2 is going to be false. We also have 2.3 saying a trade union might agree to an increase in wages below the current inflation rate, which is actually true, depending on their negotiations on where they are going to agree. It can be possible that they can agree below the current inflation rate. So 2.3, we have got true. 2.4, labor relations are regulated by various sources of law. We know that there are various sources of law that regulate labor relations. So this one also 2.4, we have got true. Uh, 2.5, an employee must be under supervision and control of the employer to be regarded as an employee, which is correct. Remember, an employee is under the employer. So the employer always supervises the employee. So this one also comes as true. And then we go to 2.6. Let's try to just maybe try make it on 2.6. It reads unresolved disputes may end in a strike. In some cases, you are going to see that these are unresolved disputes might end due to maybe there are some adjustments that might be there in the organization that might lead to these disputes to be resolved to resolve themselves there automatically. So we are having true again on 2.6. 2.7, feedback in the industrial relations system serves as new inputs. 2.7, see that it's also true. 2.8, a lockout is called by a trade union. So let's start by understanding what we mean by a lockout. So a lockout usually is an exclusion of employees by their employer from their place of work until certain terms are agreed. So this is being effected by the employer, and this statement is regarding as trade unions calling the lockout, which is not true. Remember, trade unions is made up of workers, where part of workers that are representing other workers. So they are saying this one is false. 2.8, we have got false. Then we go to the next one. 2.9, employers and employees form part of the internal environment, which is true. Remember, employers and employees, they are part of the workplace. So they operate in that workplace. So they become part of the internal environment. So we've got true here, 2.9. Then 2.10, collective bargaining was prohibited in South Africa in the past, which is true. Previously, South Africa supported only a free market system, which is true again. Then 2.12, political and economic factors are known as internal factors, which is not correct. Remember, political and economic factors, they are external factors that operate from outside. So we have false on the last part, which is a 2.12. So this is what we have, guys, according to this video on the true or false section on the question paper of June 2024. Let's meet again in the next video. Those who haven't subscribed, please subscribe and share. We are still coming to more videos to prepare for the exams. As for this video, I'm out.